In actual sense, time management doesn't actually exist because no matter how much you manage your time, you cannot actually get more than 24 hours. Today, I'll be telling you about time management. Time management is a topic that is so common and yet so less understood. A lot of people don't understand it. And once they just learn about time management, they access it, and the next thing is they just leave it and forget everything they've learned about it. So today I'll be talking a little bit about time management. And one of the fun things about me is that I love listening to podcasts a lot, and that is one of the things that actually make me happy. Listening to podcasts is so nice, and that is one of the reasons why I got obsessed with podcasts and I decided to start my own. And so one of my favorite podcasts is the Maxwell Leadership Podcast by John Maxwell. So in one of those podcast episodes, John actually talked about time management and said time management doesn't actually exist because no matter how much you manage your time, you cannot get more than 24 hours. So that 24 hours is a constant. But what if we now call time management a different name? What if we call time management productivity management or productivity prioritization, task prioritization? One of the things I learned from reading this book is that there are only a little piece of tasks per day that are responsible for your success. 80% of the success you have every single day for most of the activities come from 20% of the tasks you do every day. And same applies to 80% of your time is wasted on 20% of your apps. Let me show you this. In a day, you are going to spend, I actually took the practical, I had to set a timer on that 20% of my apps. I set timer on Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. And those 5 apps, they take so much of my time. And there are some apps that I don't even open on my phone, despite that they are there. I just use them once in a while. But those few apps that I mentioned, they take so much of my time. That actually made me realize that it applies to literally everybody, because these apps, they take most of your time, and yet you complain you don't have enough time. How do you want to have enough time? How do you want to do other things when there are only a few apps taking most of your time? And the same thing applies to this book. When you're actually talking about managing your time or this, that, I think let's focus more on managing your productivity, because to manage your time, you must do some things that are going to be productive. Instead of you trying to do 20 tasks in a day, focus on only a few of the tasks. Focus on only a few of the activities you do every day that give you most of the results. Are you going to create content? Are you going to focus on your business? Are you going to... There are just a lot of things that you can do every day, and a lot of people used to do this. Never worked for me. I don't know why I never fix my to-do list, but it works for some people. And I want us to say like this: when you are setting up your to-do list, I want you to start setting it based on the level of importance. The most important activity that gives you the highest results every single day should be at the top, and followed by the next, and followed by the next. I think those activities should not be more than 2 to 3 every day, so that I know I am somebody that has a lot of things to do every single day, and I try to do everything. I know there are a lot of you like that are also watching this video. It is better to know that if I do not finish these 5 activities, these 5 tasks today, I'm not going to bed. And yes, of course, you must also add time. Though I understand that miscellaneous things, spontaneous, school is very spontaneous, and you set a go, you set a schedule, and somebody somewhere will just come and like scatter every of your plan. Yes, I understand. It is much more better when you add time to your schedules. It's going to make you accountable and productive. I feel, I don't know how to explain this, but you're not managing time, you're focusing on productivity, and every single day you have a number of tasks that are very important for the success of that day. Focus on those activities and do them. You must not go to bed without doing them. That is the rule. That is the rule. I'm done.